People say three companies secretly control the world: Vanguard, Blackrock, and State Street. It's not a hidden conspiracy. It's the story of how each built an idea that reshaped global finance. Let's start with Vanguard. In the 1970s, Wall Street was a closed club. Ordinary people couldn't really invest. Fees were sky high, brokers made fortunes, and most funds still failed to beat the market. Enter John Bogle. He wasn't born into money. He was the son of a family that lost everything during the Great Depression. As a student at Princeton, he wrote a thesis on why most mutual funds underperform the market. His conclusion? Investors were paying too much for too little. In 1975, Bogle took a gamble. He created a company called Vanguard, and he launched the first index fund. At the time, Wall Street mocked him. They called it Bogle's folly. Who would invest in a fund that doesn't try to beat the market? But over time, the numbers proved him right. The index fund quietly outperformed the majority of active managers. And because Vanguard was structured as a mutual company owned by its investors, it could cut fees lower than anyone else. This single idea, cheap index investing, changed the financial future of millions of Americans. Today, when workers put money into their 401k retirement accounts, a huge chunk ends up at Vanguard. From ridicule to trillions of dollars, John Bogle's rebellion became the foundation of modern investing. If the first 1,000 of you like and subscribe, YouTube pushes this to 1 million people. So hit like and subscribe. Let's make it happen. Fast forward to 1988. A young Wall Street banker named Larry Fink had just been humiliated. Years earlier, he lost his firm $100 million by misjudging the bond market. For Wall Street, that should have been the end of his career. But Fink turned failure into fuel. He became obsessed with risk management, how to predict and prevent losses. So he started a small company, Blackrock. What set Blackrock apart was technology. Fink and his team built a system called Aladdin. Think of it like the Google Maps of global finance. It tracks over 20,000 portfolios, runs millions of risk simulations daily, and oversees more than $20 trillion in assets worldwide. When the 2008 financial crisis hit,
time has fallen about 18%.
The U.S. government called Blackrock. They were tasked with cleaning up toxic assets from Wall Street's collapse. In 2020, during the pandemic, the Federal Reserve turned to Blackrock again to stabilize credit markets. From a man written off after a $100 million mistake to running the most powerful risk management system on Earth, Larry Fink turned Blackrock into the largest asset manager in history, with over $9 trillion under management. While Blackrock and Vanguard grabbed headlines, another firm worked quietly in the background: State Street. State Street. Founded in Boston centuries ago as a bank, State Street became crucial to the plumbing of modern finance. Its big breakthrough came in 1993 when it launched the SPDRS and P500 ETF, ticker symbol SPY. It was the first major exchange-traded fund, allowing anyone to buy the entire U.S. stock market with just one share. At first, few understood it. Today, SPY is one of the most traded securities in the world, worth hundreds of billions of dollars. But ETFs are just part of the story. State Street is also one of the world's largest custodian banks, safeguarding assets for governments, pensions, and institutions. Even if you've never heard the name, chances are your money has passed through its systems. Today, State Street manages around $4 trillion and, together with Vanguard and Blackrock, stands as a top shareholder in nearly every major U.S. company. So, do three companies secretly control the world? Not exactly. The truth is less dramatic, but more important. Vanguard made investing cheap and accessible. Blackrock built the technology that even governments rely on. State Street created the infrastructure that allows markets to function. They don't hide in the shadows. They operate in plain sight. But by managing trillions of dollars, they shape the global economy in ways that touch every paycheck, every retirement plan, and every government bond.
Subscribe to you best me. Subscribe to you best me. Your crush will text you me, baby, while it grows so heavy. You dance around like baby.